Good morning, Florida lacrosse fans. Lee Roggenberg, morning coffee. Welcome to the broadcast. Hopefully, this is going out on the right YouTube channel. We'll know soon enough after the broadcast. We're sorry we missed yesterday. We had a technical snafu of the first one, and hopefully, we've got that figured out properly for today's broadcast. Before we get into the high school scene of the last 2 days, just want to throw a couple of shout outs. First of all, Casey Powell, congratulations. Actually, the first inductee officially into the Professional Lacrosse Hall of Fame that PLL is going to be overseeing. Casey is back in Florida helping out the local scene. And great honor for Casey, former Florida launch player. Also want to shout out to Varsity Sports Network. They put their first live broadcast of a game. Bobby Latmore, Bobby Allen doing a great job for a first time. They broadcast the Lake Brantley Dr. Phillips game. It's varsitysportsnetwork.org. When you sign on, you'll see a channel guide. There are 16 channels. And you want to a lot of the broadcasts are on all 16, but there's also local content that tends to get separated. And certainly on the advertising side, that can be targeted too. And I also wanted to thank them because Tuesday night at 6 p.m. when we went live for the first time, or actually when we had our first premiere show, Florida Lacrosse News on VSN, and this is a big thank you to the viewers. We were watched 12,960 people tuned in for that first show. And that was a record for their network for a debut show. Just showing you how much lacrosse is out there, how much the desire to learn about it and to see coverage of it is out there. And this is just only the beginning for the Varsity Sports Network with us providing our content with them. Thank you for them very much. Okay, very busy day on Tuesday. Unfortunately, we didn't get a chance to recap it. And because we've got a lot of games between then and today, I'm going to sort of just highlight some of the scores that caught my attention. Windermere off to a good start this year, 14-5 over Haggerty. Archbishop McCarthy, this surprised me, 18-13 over Calvary Christian of Fort Lauderdale. Oak Hall, big home win, 14-9 over Episcopal Jacksonville. We had Mitchell, who we're watching carefully this year, 16-11 over Calvary Christian of Clearwater. Riverview Sarasota off to a good start, 12-7 over Lakewood Ranch. And Berkeley Prep, 9-8 over Alonzo. A nice effort by Alonzo on that loss, too. Creekside holding on 6-5 over Stars Mill of Georgia. Martin County, mild upset over Vero Beach, 7-6. Gulliver Prep, 15-8 over Columbus in teams that were both in the brackets last year. On the girls' side, Wiregrass Ranch, 13-9 over Tampa Catholic. West Florida with a 9-8 win over Niceville. Lake Mary 14-10 over Lake Brantley. We'll skip the easy winners from Tuesday night. Now, also on Tuesday, Jacksonville on the college side with the 21-12 win over Mercer. Max Goldbaum, Jacob Greiner with 5 goals and 1 assist each. And Nice's Ashton Wood for Mercer went 26-34 at the dot. Quite the game for Ashton. We'll again kind of skip South Sunshine State Conference. Maybe I'll put a little bit in at the end, depending how long it goes on the high schools, and we'll get to that tomorrow if we don't, because there's plenty of there's not as heavy a schedule tonight to recap tomorrow. Probably the most interesting game last night was actually on the girls' side with Newsom hosting Steinbrenner. And Steinbrenner coming through the 10-8 win. Thanks to Tampa Lax Report for posting the score, and also for giving me a little bit of indication or a number of yellow flags in that game, unfortunately. And but still, big game to start the season right out of the chute like that for two teams that were top 10 in 2A last year. Great to see, and good. Congrats to Steinbrenner for pulling out the win on the road. Key scores last night on the boys' side: Melbourne 12-3 win over Merritt Island. St. John Paul 12-5 over Jensen Beach. I'll probably be at St. John Paul. My first game in person this year will be they're hosting Jupiter on Friday. Fleming Island with the 10-9 win over Flagler Palm Coast. Leon with the 8-7 win over Childs, getting a head up on the ranking in that district. St. Andrews 15-4 over Western. Some of the easy wins last night: Westminster Christian, Newsom, Oxbridge, South Walton, Bishop Moore, Lely, Bartow, Santa Fe, Palm Harbor University, Montverde Academy, and Bowles. On the girls' side, North Broward Prep 16-11 over Ransom. St. Petersburg Catholic 14-11 over Palm Harbor. Bowles with a 12-6 win over Fleming Island. Riverdale 4-0 over Cape Coral. River Ridge 9-6 over Pasco. Lely with the 11-10 win over Cypress Lake. Western 18-8 over Archbishop McCarthy. Haggerty 15-4 over Celebration. Jensen Beach 9-2 over Edgewood. Easy winners on the girls' side: St. Thomas, St. Augustine, West Orange, Satellite, Lakeland, and Niceville. On the schedule tonight, I said a little bit light. Some of the games that caught my eye: Plant opens their season. They'll be hosting Sickles. Palm Beach Central is hosting Dwyer. Montverde will be hosting Oviedo. That should be a good one. Forest is hosting Episcopal Jacksonville. And again, an interesting matchup. Episcopal turning right around after their trip to Oak Hall. Holy Trinity will be hosting Martin County. That should be a very good one on the Treasure Coast. Lake Brantley will be hosting Vieira. Berkeley Prep hosts Mitchell. Again, a very interesting matchup to see relative strength early in the season. Windermere will be hosting Boone. St. Augustine is hosting Providence. On the girls' side, it's a very light night. Naples is hosting American Heritage Del Rey, who is on their first game of the year, and we'll see how Naples can hang with them. Okay, we got pretty far in. Let's go to let's get caught up with the Sunshine State Conference because I haven't really had a chance to talk about them yet this year. Well, back on over the weekend, St. Leo with the 20-10 win over Alabama Huntsville. That's on the women's side. Leah Lamandola, 6 goals. Ashley Wilczynski, 3 goals, 5 assists. And Maria Palumba set the St. Leo record with 15 draw controls. On the 11th, on the 12th, Emory Riddle off to a nice start this year on the girls' side, women's side, 14-12 over Mount Olive. Sally Squire, 5 goals. Murphy McDonough, 4 goals. Then on the 13th, Tampa, 22-5 win over Alabama Huntsville on the women's side. Sarah Hinkle, 5 goals. Cece Colombo, 3 goals. Also, we had Queens. I'm sorry. All right, that's it for the women. On the men's side, also on the 12th, Queens 16-15 over Lynn. Tyler Ewan, 7 goals, 2 assists for Queens. Xander Cosenza with a big game, 5 goals, 3 assists for Lynn. Jalen Stanton, 4 goals, also for Lynn. Tampa with a 16-5 win over Florida Southern. Colin White led Tampa with 3 goals and 3 assists. And Florida Southern's Kevin Horowitz, the Stoneman grad, 71% face-off percentage against Tampa. Probably the best face-off Fogo in the conference this year. Rollins with the 16-9 win over Colorado Mesa. Justin White, 5 goals, 1 assist. Bailey Pringle, 3 goals, 1 assist. Florida Tech, 13-12 over Belmont Abbey. Florida's Rozgani, I'm sorry, forgot to write, Zach Rozgani, 4 goals, 1 assist. And Benjamin Grad Griffin Bowie, who is a graduate transfer this year for Florida Tech, with 2 goals and an assist in that game. And for Belmont Abbey, we had Noah Haas, a Gulf Breeze graduate, with 3 goals. Limestone with the 17-7 win over St. Leo, also on Saturday. Limestone's Kings Academy grad Chris Erneston with 4 goals for them. Guy Bistro, 3 goals for St. Leo in the loss. On the 13th, Palm Beach Atlantic, 9-8 over Flagler. Hunter Hopman, 2 goals, 2 assists for Palm Beach Atlantic. Henry Sloyan and Caleb Southard, the Jupiter Christian grad. Chris Southard's son in his debut, 2 goals, 1 assist for Palm Beach Atlantic. And on the 14th, Lenore Ryan, 13-8 over Florida Tech. Rosgani and Ben Claff with 2 goals and 1 assist each. So that's it, getting caught up. Some of the schools actually took the weekend off and will be back in action, I believe, this weekend. But it looks like right now on the men's side, Tampa is the team to beat. In the preseason poll, Lynn was the number 2 choice, but they've opened the season on a 2-game skid. So in all likelihood, that's what we're going to see. We'll see Tampa and everyone else sort of jockeying for position right now in the Sunshine State Conference on the men. On the women's side, pretty much 3 or 4 teams are going to probably be battling for that top spot. But it's good to see Embry-Riddle, on the women's side, starting out with now I think 2 wins, basically because they took the whole year off. Embry did not play all year last year. On the NAIA side, Ave Maria played Flagler on the women's side. Flagler handled them 21-6. Flagler women's program is off to a 2-0 start. Good for them. And also on the Kaiser women with a big win over Weber. Their seasons are getting going. We have so much stuff to watch. Even on the club side, those who saw the posts, USF over FAU on the men's side. And I hope that we get far more people tuning in for the club scenes. If you got, a lot of times these clubs play on Sundays. So if you've just kind of got nothing to do and you just want to, go check your local college if they're MCLA or on the women's side. And if you want to go see a game, I think pretty much all of them are free. I don't know of any MCLA team that actually charges attendance. And believe me, it's quality lacrosse. If you look at the rosters, you'll see Florida kids you watched in high school playing club on these MCLA teams. So it's definitely worth the look. The schedule's light tonight. Please, if you haven't already done so, hit that subscribe button. The goal is 1,200 by the end of the year. 1,000 is a major target for YouTube when it starts to become better shared, better noticed. Actually could become a point where added features come on when you get to that point. Very important to do so. Hit that like button if you like what we're doing here. And again, congrats to Casey for that great achievement. We will be also getting caught up. Since we got caught up on the SSC, what I'll do is I'll be able to also talk about the Florida kids at D1 and the men's program. A number of them are off to great starts already at the D1 level. And we're going to we're going to do the power ranking on them just like we did before. Keep those commitment, some submissions coming. And even if you are committing and you were recruited to play club, I'm perfectly happy to put that up as a commitment article too. And those submit game recaps, we've gotten a couple in already. Shout out to Florida Lax Girl News for providing one that we're going to put up today. And you just, think of this as it's a community. As much as I can provide, I can't provide it all. And that's where the community comes in. Use those submissions. And by the way, if you have a really good highlight clip, send those in. We have a way to submit those too, because now that we have the Varsity Sports Network outlet, we're going to incorporate highlight clips into these shows going forward. So make it a little lighter on the, say, behind the back shot on goal. I would love a couple of great clips of beautifully run 4-on-3s that end up with the slam dunk open shot on the crease. Show us some great passing, show us some great takeaways, show us some great saves. Send those clips in, because believe me, we can use them. So hit that subscribe button, pay attention. This is Lee Roggenberg, Florida Lacrosse News, saying so long from the Sunshine State.